Welcome students. Welcome to the class of Pharmaceutical Jurisprudence. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss education regulations and approval process. So first we will see education regulations. So as per section 10 of the Pharmacy Act, the Central Council with earlier approval from central government make or draft education regulations. What is there in this education regulation? So education regulation prescribes the minimum standards for education required for qualification as a pharmacist in India. So if anyone wants to be pharmacist in India, what qualification he should possess and what minimum education he should have, that is explained in this education regulation. So we will briefly discuss what is there in education regulations. So education regulations firstly provides minimum qualification for admission to the course. There are various courses of pharmacy in India like D Pharmacy, Diploma in Pharmacy, B Pharmacy, PharmD and PharmD post baccalaureate. So the requirement of minimum qualification for admission are different for these different courses like 10+2 or other. For exceptionally PharmD post baccalaureate, the qualification of admission is B Pharmacy. So depending upon which course is there, minimum qualification for admission is prescribed. Second thing, the nature and period of course of study is explained. Means diploma course will be of 2 years, degree of 4 years. Likewise other courses are explained that what should be the period of that course and what should be the nature. In nature includes what subject should be there, whether it will be semester pattern or yearly pattern, or how much will be the intake capacity of that. Depending on that, all explanation will be there. Third is subjects of examination and standards attained therein. So what subjects to be taught in those courses and how the examination will be there and how the standards of this examination should be maintained. All things are explained in this education regulations. Next thing explained is the equipment and facilities provided by institute providing the courses. So if the institute is providing course of diploma or degree, so what equipment should be there with that institute and what facilities should be provided, all are mentioned in this education regulation. If the institute is having these equipments and facilities, then only the institutes will be given approval. Next, nature and period of practical training after course. After completion of your course of pharmacy, you have to do some practical training. So what will be the nature of that practical training and how much time you have to do practical training, that is also mentioned in education regulations. For currently there is not less than 75 hours of training is required, which is to be completed minimum 3 months within any institute, hospital, pharmacy or dispensary. All these must be recognized by Central Council. And lastly, the condition to be fulfilled by institute providing practical training means where the pharmacist is going to do practical training, that institute must also be recognized and it should follow the conditions which are given in this education regulations. And the condition to be fulfilled by authorities holding the examinations. So not only the institutes which are running the courses of pharmacy, but the institutes which are holding the examination, that also have to follow fulfill the conditions which are mentioned in the education regulation. So these are all the explanations or all the things mentioned in the education regulation which are to be strictly abide by all the institutes of pharmacy all over the India. Once the education regulation is drafted by this Central Council, then what to do? Then that draft is to be sent in copies of this education regulation draft, and if there are some amendments, to state governments. So Pharmacy Council of India sends any draft of education regulations or if any amendments are there to the state government for their comments, and have to wait for 3 months. If in 3 months if any comment comes, then necessary changes will be made in that draft. After that, the draft is or the education regulations are published in official gazettes by the central governments. So then the finalized education regulation come to existence. If after publication of education regulations, if executive committee reports from time to time to central government about efficacy of education regulations and amendment necessary, means once education regulations are implemented, whether they are efficacious or they are working correctly, or whether they are making any real use of education improvements, that reports have to be continuously provided by the executive committee. We have already seen the constitution of executive committee under Pharmacy Council of India. So it is duty of this executive committee to continuously monitor whether the education regulations are helping to improve the knowledge of persons which are taking admissions or education in the pharmacy courses, and if there is any lacuna in that, they have to suggest necessary amendment in this education regulation from time to time. So these are the things which to be discussed in education regulations. Next thing we are going to discuss is approval of institutes providing courses like pharmacy courses. So first thing which institute has to do while applying getting approval for institutes or courses of pharmacy, first thing is application. An institute which wish to start a course must apply to the central council. Means to Pharmacy Council of India, that institute has to apply in prescribed format that we wish to start particular course. Then next step is, after that application, there will be receiving the application, the Pharmacy Council of India will depute some inspectors, which inspector will visit that institution, and after visiting, inspector inspect the facilities provided, whatever facilities and equipment provided by that institute, and make a report. The report may be about the sufficiency or deficiency of the particular institute, and hand it over to the central council. This is process of inspection. Third process is approval. When the inspector inspect and give report to the central council, on that report, once the report of inspector is received by the central council, if some council satisfies that the course may be approved in that institute, then they can give approval to that institute which are qualifying the courses for registration of pharmacist. And after approval, one more step is there, declaration of approval made by resolution passed in meeting of central council and published in official gazettes. Means even after approval, there will be a meeting held in the Pharmacy Council of India. In that meeting, this declaration will be discussed, and this discussion or this meeting will be passed with a resolution, and that resolution will be published in the official gazettes. Then only the process of approval of the institute is finally completed. So this is the process of approval of institute. If sometimes some institute don't follow these all facilities or requirement of education regulation, there may be withdrawal of the approval. Approval can be withdrawn. So what happens, or in which conditions the withdrawal of application is possible? In that, first, if executive committee reports the central council that an institute with approval does not follow requirement as per education regulations, means if executive committee gets any complaint, or they themselves find that any institute, because they are continuously inspecting, taking reports from the inspector, which inspectors are continuously examining the institute every year. So they are continuously getting the reports of each and every institute. So if executive committee is of opinion or give reports that certain institute is not, even it is approved, it is not following, it is not having particular facilities, or it is not following the requirement which are mentioned in the education regulation, such report is given to the central council. On that report, central council may give notice to such institute about intention to withdraw approval. Means central council will ask within notice that why should not your approval should be removed. If you are not having the requirement or facilities as per the education regulations, your approval may be withdrawn. Such notice is given to that institute. After receiving that kind of notice, what institute has to do? Institute should make a representation within 3 months for such notice. means against that notice, whatever their fulfillment for that notice, whatever the queries or deficiencies in that notice, they have to give a representation. The institute must represent within 3 months. And after such representation, taking into consideration, the council shall approve institute and on fulfillment of specified condition. After listening to the representation of institute, if council thinks that some changes must be made in that institute, some specific condition to be followed that institute, then after fulfillment of such conditions, the approval may be again granted to that institute by the central council. So these are the process for approval of institute, and there may be possibility of withdrawal approval if there is any consequences of non-fulfillment of requirements as per education regulations. In next lecture, we are going to discuss state pharmacy councils and registration process for pharmacists. Thank you.